and welcome to this special Hayward City Council meeting. This meeting is being held virtually via the Zoom platform. It can be observed on Comcast Channel 15, live streamed from the Hayward website, or viewed on the Hayward YouTube live stream. And with that, I will call the meeting to order, and we'll have Councilmember Andrews lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
For which it
stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam City Clerk, will you call the roll?
Madam Mayor, good evening. Councilmember Andrews.
Present.
Councilmember Lamnin.
Present.
Councilmember Marquez. Absent. Councilmember Salinas.
Present.
Councilmember Wahab.
Here.
Councilmember Cermeño.
Where is he?
He says he does not have the Zoom info, Miriam, so let me help him get connected. Give me 1 second.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Mayor Halliday.
Here.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So I think we will be getting Councilmember Cermeño on in a minute. But meanwhile, that brings us to the closed session announcement. Mr. Vigilia, are you going to give us that this evening?
Yes, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Council met in closed session on one item as it was identified on the agenda. Closed session commenced at 5:02 p.m. Council member Marquez absent. No reportable action was taken on the item, and closed session was concluded at 5:29.
Okay, thank you. That brings us to public comments. So this is your opportunity to comment on any items not otherwise on our agenda this evening. So if there is anyone who would like to make a public comment, Madam City Clerk, will you let people know how they can do that? And let us know if we have any.
Yes, Madam Mayor. I was just trying to resend the link to Councilmember Cermeño. So I believe we just did that. Okay, very good. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that so that our public members know how to join the meeting. For our community members who wish to join the meeting via Zoom, they could follow the information on the first page of the agenda, which we also have it displayed on the screen right now. And that it has all the elements that they would need to join the meeting if they wish to do so. And so council members and public members participating by Zoom wishing to speak should use the raise hand feature, and members calling into the meeting and wishing to speak should dial *9 to request to speak and *6 to unmute. With that, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. And I believe we have attendees, but no one is wishing to speak. I believe we have.
See any hands raised? So
there's only one public member, and the other members, I believe, are staff members. So,
all right. So with that, we'll close public comments and move on to comments from our city manager this evening. Madam City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have any comments this evening.
Okay. That brings us to our action items, which consist of items 1 through 7 on our consent calendar. Is there anyone who would like to pull any of these items off of our consent calendar? Councilmember Wahab?
I'll move all items.
All right. Is there a second? Councilmember,
Second.
I think, yeah, Councilmember Salinas. So items 1 through 7 have been moved by Councilmember Wahab, seconded by Councilmember Salinas. Seeing no comments or a request to speak, I will ask for a roll call vote on the matter.
Yes, Madam Mayor. Councilmember Andrews.
Aye.
Councilmember Lamnin.
Aye.
Councilmember Marquez. Absent. Councilmember Salinas.
Yes.
Councilmember Wahab.
Yes.
Councilmember Cermeño.
Hey.
Mayor Halliday.
Yes.
Thank you.
The motion carries with 6 aye votes and 1 member absent. With that, we will move to council reports and announcements. Do we have any? Councilmember Andrews.
Just that the street party is next Thursday, downtown Hayward, put on by DHIA, Chamber, City of Hayward, all the folks. So hope to see people out there.
Great, thank you. Councilmember Salinas.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to acknowledge a group of folks, in July 28th, I think, or that last week of July, we had successfully completed another summer of Words for Lunch. And, I'll tell you, Words for Lunch is a nutrition and reading program for kids in the summer. And, before the pandemic, we had, some summers we had 3-4 sites. And the pandemic, and then even during the pandemic, we had an outstanding turnout on online story time. I mean, kids really, participated on online story time. But this summer was our first summer, of course, in person for the last couple of years, and the turnout was outstanding. We served over, I think, 1,200 kids in the month of July, and we had 2 sites, and I wanted to, one of the sites was at Mia's Playground, Mia's Dream Come True Playground in South Hayward, and then of course at Heritage Plaza Park. So I just wanted to, just thank the library staff, Lindsay Vien, Ivan Badia. They did some incredible work. Also, I wanted to thank all of the volunteers. I mean, there were some paid library staff, but there were a lot of student volunteers from Cal State, Chabot, and high school and high schools throughout the city who came out and volunteered to read to kids. Wanted to thank the school district for continuously providing school lunches or providing lunches at all of the program events. And then, of course, the Park District, HARD, really stepped up as a great partner to, help, allow us to use the Mia's Dream Come True Playground. And then lastly, just really want to thank the kids and the parents. They were the ones that came out every day. Kirby was out there on a lot of the days, and it was just the whole summer vibe at both at the park and Mia's Dream Come True Playground was really neat. So just wanted to thank everybody involved, and we'll look forward to doing this next summer, of course. So thank you.
All right. Anyone else? I will just add that last Saturday was, first of all, thank you for that, Councilmember Salinas. And I didn't make it over there to read the kids at Heritage Park, but I did read to them a couple of weeks ago at the library, which was, use the new kids story area in the library that's recently been open, and that was really fun. And Saturday was an amazing day downtown, starting out with I did presented a proclamation honoring the Hayward Farmers Market for National Farmers Market Week, and then headed over to the library where, except for some early morning vandalism, which was quickly erased, we had a wonderful day at the library with the story hour by some wonderful volunteers from the drag queen community who read books to the kids and their parents up on the second floor, and followed by the green ribbon cutting for our new breastfeeding and pumping pod that has been installed in the library back behind the staircase in the main entryway, and is just a wonderful looking and a nice place for lactating mothers in the area to be able to go and do that when they're downtown at the library or any other place downtown and need to stop by. And that was followed by some wonderful dancing by the Chinese, gosh, I'm not going to think of the Chinese dance society or something, but it was just some young people who are very, very talented young people entertaining us, and I think other events throughout the day at the library too. So kudos to the library for arranging all that, including installing that wonderful breastfeeding center pod for mothers, and also just a reminder that we did honor the Hayward Farmers Market, and people should come out and enjoy the farmers market and support it. So thank you. Anyone else? With that,
So sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Councilmember Wahab.
Mayor, it's actually kind of triggered because of what you said. The farmers market in Hayward, I went a couple weekends ago, and there's a significant request from our elderly community of bathrooms. So I'm not sure if we can kind of highlight whether they can utilize the library, or some people tried to get into City Hall, but it was closed and they wouldn't allow that. I don't know what we can do, but I know that was a big request from a couple of different people when I went, because I was asking,
and there are porta potties that the farmers market has specifically for their use they're tucked inside the parking garage on the first floor. They're locked during the rest of the week, but they are open during the weekends for the farmers market. So that's just something, if people aren't aware, that they do have those facilities. But if it's later in the morning, they can use the library's restrooms.
Okay. And then, that was my biggest request. And then if we do have an availability of funds, we can make a public restroom that is available to folks 24/7. They have self-cleaning bathrooms now and things like that. So something to kind of invest in, maybe right at Heritage Plaza or something like that. So just a 2 cents. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Anyone else? Seeing no one and not having any council referrals this evening, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.